All right, so this is just to watch if you want to watch it. If not, just hit submit on this page. This is actually a walkthrough of the original lesson. I took out the audio and I'm redoing it because the original audio was really much more of an explanation of the mechanics and things. It was, again, it was an assignment for a class. But so we had, I was creating this whole world where there were going to be a bunch of different lessons. You can see Stoic, chemical bonds, and geometry. Each one of those things would have had its own teleportation with its own character who explained what was going to happen. So this is the one that I just kind of recreated in the previous video. So we go to the Stoichiometry pavilion, and we meet another character. Again, this was all, a couple of weeks worth of work. So we would go to this is, you'll see this looks familiar. It's just that there's the non-player character here who explains what's going on and asks you the questions instead of just having signs. You've got the recipe and the chest where you gather the materials. And in this one, I had actually messed up the materials, but you get the idea, and it just allowed you to create a certain number of objects, and then you would move on from there. And then you'd go to the next one where you'd have, this is again the same as the one you just did, where this time you have a certain number of items that's enough to make more than one, craft more than one object, but you're limited by the number of bows you have, so you can only make 2, even though you have plenty of stuff to the others. And then you get to ask the questions, which was the item that limited you and what was left over. And again, same questions, just a slightly different build here because it was a little more involved. And then this is the final sort of test or assessment, really. And you have a new recipe with different items. You have a limited number of items in the chest that you could use to make it. And then you had to figure out, again, how many items could you make, what was going to be left over, and which of the crafting materials was going to limit how much you had. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a quick chance to look at that in case you're interested, because I know, again, a few of us have talked about it. I do have a couple other videos from this type of lesson in Minecraft and other games, so I'll see if I can dig those out, maybe for a Nerd Shirt Friday collage, or what's that called? Medley. There we go. If I can pull up some other stuff, and if it's relevant, I might throw it in as a lesson. But I had to do a bunch of different things. So there you go. When you're done, you just hit submit and turn in your work.